ball threatened to take out our television monitor down in front of us, but it will be a throw in to Longford Town, and multi-ball system in place. Sligo switched off. Here's a chance for Aaron Dobbs, and he's hit the side net, and really clever quick throw in from Longford.
Yeah, Sligo just waiting for Bolger to come back on the field.
Of Tottenham Hotspur appeared that day, so he has gone up against some big names of world football, but he's down at Bishopsgate this evening hoping to get another goal after his goal against Bows last week. And here's Romeo Parks now, another international with Jamaica. Jordan Gibson, who's been really impressive this season for Sligo, going to have a shot on goal. Gibson off the left peg, just puts it over Lee Stacey's crossbar.
Yeah, trying to add to his 6-goal tally
from Burnhall the same though, as Paddy Kirk throws that one up the line the old-fashioned way, but Greg Bulger, good header from him. That was Gary Buckley beating Dobbs to the ball. Here's Morahan, he's seen a lot of early touches, and a good little spin from Morahan. There's Parks, lovely one-touch football from Sligo. Jordan Gibson now out on the far side, plays it forward to Parks, almost ran away from him, but he's beaten A. Dervin. Deflection on the shot, Lee Stacey gets down to save well, but Longford can't afford to give players like Parks that much space on the edge of the area.
And he's using...
It's actually turning into a very humid evening here in the Midlands, so players might be keen to try and conserve some of their energy. Here's Morahan, sends it back to Shane Blaney. Ball on the halfway line. It's back with Blaney once again. He goes route one with this one. Joe Manley has to head that one away. Didn't do a great job with that one, Manley. It's with Romeo Parks. He's got players running off him here, Parks. Can he find Gibson? He can. Shot from Gibson first time. Skewed off the side of his boot though and away. But again, Longford got opened up quite easily there.
They did, and sometimes as a defence.
Elworthy puts in the cross. Appeals for a foul. Nothing given. Longford didn't even get the corner out of it. That's a bit of bad luck on their end. But again, Dean Zamba, right place at the right time in that defensive midfield role to flick it back to O'Driscoll, who steps into the midfield. Sends it wide left to Paddy Kirk. Here's Dylan Grimes. Longford forced all the way back. Will they have to go back to the keeper? They won't, because O'Driscoll finds a good pass into Zambra. A. Dervin to Zambra. Longford starting to move the ball around nicely now. Robinson. Grimes, first touch wasn't great, second one a bit better. He'll need a few more to get away from his marker though, and he managed to do so. Here's Robinson. Good ball forward from Robinson to Grimes. Can he get a cross in here? He can. There's Aaron Dobbs! Has it come off the post? I thought initially.
A great save though initially from Ed McGinty.
Well, the referee, as Jordan Gibson sends one forward. Romeo Parks looked marginal, but the linesman keeps his flag down. Parks has been fouled right on the... Is it a penalty? It is. I think he's signalled for a penalty, Tony. Indeed he has. I thought maybe Longford had got away with it, but it will be. Grounds earlier in the campaign. He's looking to add to his tally here. This will be his 7th goal of the season if he can find the back of the net. It's Jordan Gibson against Lee Stacey. 24.5 minutes on the clock at Bishopsgate. He stutters and he tucks it away into the bottom corner. Just that little stutter run up from Jordan Gibson, but he's a classy player. The goal, you wouldn't know what had happened, but it's a good opportunity for Longford to put Sligo under some pressure. But it's actually Zambra that takes it. Cheeky little chip from Zambra. It was met by the head of Dervin, but he couldn't direct his header goal bound, and in the end it's a let off for Sligo Rovers, because Dervin had plenty of space there.
Yeah, I think the Sligo Rovers defence.
And Elworthy nips in to take the ball off the...
Shane Elworthy, the right full back position this evening.
Colm Horgan he nipped in front of. De Vries plays a 1-2 with Romeo Parks. De Vries dips it into the area. It's headed away by Joe Manley. Romeo Parks tried to take it down. He might have had a volley there if it broke his way, but they still have it here with De Vries. He's pushed a couple of Longford players out of his way, and he tries a cheeky little chip. What an effort from De Vries. Just floats over the bar, but that was a sublime. Now you really think they need to go into the half-time break not more than a goal behind. Ball in from Bulger. It's gone all the way through to the back post, and there was Lewis Banks. He almost turned it in. It's a big let off again for Longford from a set piece.
Very
half-time break. And that's the type of stuff you do on the training ground, Tony. Moving the ball around the man. Yeah. Really nice stuff. O'Driscoll, that one came off the back of his head. Morahan quick to the ball, plays it to Romeo Parks. Goes back to Buckley. Good ball inside from Morahan, who's picking up positions all over the park. He's a clever midfield player, I have to say. Always seems to be in plenty of space. That's a good sign, or a sign of a good player, I should say. And a good pass out to De Vries, who plays it to Gibson, who always seems to have a trick in his locker.
There goes Banks with that run again, but it's been tracked by Dylan Grimes on that occasion.
Paddy Kirks come central to try and defend here, the Longford left back, and it was Lewis Banks that tried to exploit maybe a potential gap left by Kirk. He tried to play a direct ball, but it was blocked away by the Longford defence. Shane Elworthy tried to send McNally away. That might have been a chance for Longford to break, but the pass from Elworthy was poor. There's a good ball over the top. It's a chance for De Vries if he can get his touch right. It ran away from him though. He has to turn back. He tried to play a pass to Romeo Parks, but it wasn't accurate enough. But that was a chance for Sligo if Ryan De Vries' first touch was better. It was a really good ball over the top, and Longford are clinging on here as we approach the half-time break. The fourth official, David Dunn, is about to put the board up. We'll find out in a moment how much is going to be added here, but Longford really need to stay in this game and not concede before the break. Here's Parks, 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Byrne, Bulger, back to Blaney, and Gibson's in far too much space here from a Longford point of view. He's got a chance to get a cross in. Aaron O'Driscoll heads it away. Lewis Bank, he'll meet it. Is he going to have a shot? He is. Lewis Banks with the shot, and that moved in the air. Lee Stacey had to keep his eye on the ball, particularly given it's slippy, but he got his body behind it. The ref was going to give the free. Maybe he still is, but I think it'll be a throw in the end. Took the easy option.
I think that's the right call, but again, the physique of Parks causing problems.
Yeah, he just got his body across, and I thought there was contact through the back of him, but he did manage to win the throw in at least. Here's Bulger. He's got Horgan making a run outside, but it goes through the centre with Gibson. Parks, De Vries flicks it on. Here is Horgan. Cross first time into the feet of Gibson. Gets a shot away. It's deflected away for a corner. Lovely build-up play again from the bit of red.
Great defending though. I think it was Aaron O'Driscoll that got his body.
Bulger spins it in, and it's almost met by Banks, but it's headed away by Elworthy. O'Driscoll can't get a full clearance on it. Banks gets a shot away. That was goal bound. It was blocked. Bit of scramble in the area. Comes the way of Gibson. Dummy from Gibson once, twice, and a shot. Oh, and it's just wide off the left foot from Gibson, but again, he can operate in such tight areas, and he gets a shot away there. Whereas De Vries does well to beat Dervin to it. Paddy Kirk, Kirk wasn't looking there, and Romeo Parks could be in. He's got around Elworthy. He's in one-on-one against the goalkeeper. Slightly heavy touch, and he hits it off the crossbar. Big let off for Longford Town. Ball's still alive here though with De Vries. What a save from Lee Stacey. How Sligo are not 2-0 up, I will not know, but I think what was crucial there, Parks just took a slightly heavy touch. That invited Stacey at the ball, but play continues. Aaron Robinson to Dobbs. Oh, he almost broke it into the path of Dylan Grimes, but Longford just having a decent little spell of possession here. Here's Matthew O'Brien, who has a shot on goal, and that flashes wide, but O'Brien's been positive since he came on.
He's been pulling a few strings since he's come on.
But that ball's just going to run away off the slope and away from Colm Horgan. Longford restart play very quickly. Elworthy, Chambers, back to Elworthy. That's good play between the two of them. That's a really strong tackle on Chambers though. Dervin, clever ball up the line. Dobbs hasn't got a lot of support here. He crosses it first time anyway. Oh, and it almost came to Grimes, but it comes to Robinson. Oh, Robinson with a shot, deflected away, out for a corner.
Very good, quick move then.
In the first half, but he's dispossessed here. O'Driscoll to Dervin. Ball just ran away from Dervin. Craig Bulger to Gibson. That ball is slightly behind Colm Horgan, but he'll fish it out from under his feet. Sligo just been forced back by Longford here. Buckley, good ball out to the far side for Lewis Banks, who sends it forward towards Jordan Gibson. Good touch again from Gibson. He's got a Velcro-like touch at times. There's Banks with a first-time cross and a header from Romeo Parks, and it trickles just wide of Lee Stacey's far post.
Oh, that was close. Lee Stacey couldn't.
Last night, and it'd leave Longford 4 points adrift at the bottom. That's Craig Bulger floats one into the area. Romeo Parks flicks it on. It almost skidded off the turf and into the net, but Lee Stacey alert to gather the ball and keep the scores at 1-0. Longford start play quickly. Good ball out from Stacey, and it's with Dervin now. Here's Carl Chambers breaking down the right hand side. He's met by De Vries. Will he go by De Vries? He's going to try. Floats it in with his left foot. Good header away by the Sligo defence. Here's Matthew O'Brien. O'Brien with a shot from long range, and that wasn't a bad effort at all from the Longford 17.
No, it's a good effort from about 30 yards out. Again, Gary Buckley with a clear
low ball from Bulger, and that was a really poor set piece from him. Can Longford launch a counter attack? Here's Conor Davis. Davis is forced back by Horgan. Joe Manley, who got that big let off there a couple of moments ago, launches a good ball forward. Rob Manley, dive ahead from McNicholas. Keeper still off his line. Airdrivers going to have a shot from long range. And it's flowed just over the bar. What a goal that would have been.
That would have been a stunning goal.
Into the bounce of that one. Here's Colm Horgan.
It's his second appearance of the season, Kieran.
Poor pass from Horgan. Manley flicks it on. Here is McCabe looking to get onto it. Lewis Banks though uses his strength to get ahead of the youngster. That ball runs away from Gibson. Paddy Kirk with a crunch and tackle. He loves those, Kirk. Never afraid of a big tackle, the former Bows man, but he's out of position now, and Gibson might yet have the last laugh. He plays it into Romeo Parks, who gets it out from under his feet into the path of Crawley. First time shot, good save from Lee Stacey. Aaron O'Driscoll didn't clear the ball, and here's De Vries. Big tackle from testing the sub-goalkeeper. It hasn't happened as Sligo just step over the line in terms of running down the clock, and that's a yellow card brandished out by referee Graham Kelly. I think it might have been Buckley that picked that one up. Indeed it was. Yeah. Buckley sends it forward. Romeo Parks beaten in the air by Manley, Joe Manley that is. O'Driscoll couldn't get a full clearance on it, so it'll come to Figuera. A snapshot from Figuera. That's a great effort from him, but it goes wide, and the game is still alive with 60 seconds left of